Hello, I'd just like to talk to you a little bit about the impact that the menopause can have on your skin. And it does have a big impact. When I started facial aesthetics, I was in my early 30s and ladies were coming to see me in their mid 40s upwards with concerns around the aging process seeming to accelerate. I often heard patients say to me, Julie, I feel like I've aged overnight. That wasn't there yesterday. What's going on? And at that time, I don't think I was equipped or experienced enough to understand what actually happens to the skin during that menopausal and perimenopausal time. And I had to learn and go off and educate myself as to how the skin changes, how it can become more sensitive, why is the aging process accelerated, and more importantly, what we can do to help that process. And that's what I did. I made it my mission. And since then, I've been helping many patients in a multifaceted way during that time to encourage their skin to be the best it possibly can. So let's first of all look at why things happen, why we get those accelerated changes, and then we can talk about what can be done and how we can help you. Let's just touch on what's happening anyway, regardless whether we're male or female. So you've got things happening with the bony reabsorption. So the bones aren't as strong as they were, and they do start to recede. So we've got that change going on. Of course, we're going to get a reduction in the fat in our skin. So fat pads within our face, they start to reduce, and we start to get a lot of kind of sagging and downward motion to the skin, falling off slings of muscle, etc. So we start to get gravital changes. The skin itself starts changing. So our collagen production starts to reduce. Our hyaluronic starts to reduce. And a result of this is basically drier, more prone to wrinkles, fine lines type skin. So all of those things are happening anyway. But what happens when women start going into that perimenopausal stage and menopausal time is that all becomes accelerated. So that's all happening. But to add insult to injury, when people go into that stage of their estrogen levels begin to drop, and estrogen has a big part to play in collagen production and the hydration of your skin. So in the first 5 years of the menopause, women can lose up to 30% of their collagen, which obviously is not ideal at all. So it's about recognizing that at that stage of your life, the skin really does change. You've got all those elements happening anyway, but then that loss of estrogen in the skin is even more impacting. So estrogen is a term used for actually 3 different types of hormones. You've got estradiol, estriol, and esterone. And it's actually the estradiol that is carried with us through puberty and up to the menopause. And it's the estradiol that has the big impact on helping stimulate production of collagen and hyaluronic acid. So what's our advice for people that are going through or going into this stage of their life and the loss of estrogen is beginning to impact on their skin? So there is no one quick fix. The first thing and the most important thing I feel is SPF. Your skin is definitely becoming finer, thinner, and it will become more photosensitive. So that means it will be more sensitive to the sun and age spots. So a fantastic SPF is imperative. Then really products-wise, using at home, we think that peptides are very good in the skin because they help stimulate collagen production, fabulous hydrators to keep the moisture back in their skin, and a specific product called MENOPAUSE, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit more at the end. But home care is really crucial. So getting on the right skincare regime. And then in-house treatments. So radio frequency, skin tightening. So sending RF waves, radio frequency into the skin to help stimulate collagen production and tighten and strengthen the collagen is really, really great. We're big fans of treatments in clinic with our esthetician. She does some amazing treatments by needling products into the skin, mesotherapy, growth factors. They can be fantastic and very, very stimulating. Yeah, that's kind of, it's the same way really that we look at all anti-aging, but taking into account that loss of estrogen as well. That's important. Yeah, let me come on to talk to you a little bit about MENOPAUSE, which is a product that it's not replacing the estrogen. I need to make that very, very clear. What MENOPAUSE does is it mimics the cell activity that was happening when you had those estrogen levels in there. So let's talk a little bit about MENOPAUSE and how that works, and something that you can be using at home. We like to recommend MENOPAUSE for our patients that are going into the menopause and during the menopause, as obviously that MEP technology helps to mimic the impact that the estrogen had on the cell activity. And so it's wonderful. It also has some other very rich ingredients. It has vitamin A, peptides, and other antioxidants. So it's kind of an all-rounder really, alongside a holistic skincare regime that's going to really help you, and a good SPF. So help is at hand, guidance is there. You just have to kind of look for it and gain that insight. And if you're near us, it would be lovely if you came and see us, and we can help you, whether it be for just home care or in-house treatments. We would love to see you. So don't be one of those patients that comes to see me and says, Julie, I feel like I've aged overnight. Prevention is always better than cure. And that's certainly the case with menopausal skin. So we're here if you need us to help you. Thank you.